Ready?
We are ready.
Okay.
Yes.
So, hi guys, how are you guys doing? Thank you so much for joining. This is Glock with McKenna. As always, I am your girl McKenna. And remember, this is where we bring you the cream de la creams. And today, nimetoka Kenya, nimepeleka US of A. Yes, and we have a very, very beautiful babe with us today who will be shedding light on Love Island and all things to do with reality shows, how she got herself that role, how she won the Miss Hacienda. Let me tell you, this baby is really, it's wins after wins and after wins. Yes, and she's a Kenyan, US-based Kenyan. That's what I'm supposed to say.
Yes, correct.
So we are here to get her story. So thank you so much.
Thank you for
Trina,
having me,
baby.
babe. Thank you so much. Of
She's
course.
such a sweetheart.
Thank you. You are too.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
All right, babe. So let's start with a little introduction. Who's
Okay.
Trina? Were you born and raised in Kenya? Yeah, for those who maybe who do not really know who Trina is.
Okay, yeah. So my name is Trina Wamboy-Jirage. I am 27 years old. I live in California in the United States, and I was actually born there, but I went to boarding school in Mount Kenya Academy for 2 years in Nyeri. Came back. I'm the firstborn, so my parents like to, do trial and error. So they tried with me, and yeah, I came back. I am a pageant queen as well. I did Miss Bakersfield. I did Miss Hacienda USA for Miss California USA, and I was Miss Face of Kenya USA 2017. So I have a charity back in Egerton for orphan children that are orphaned due to HIV/AIDS pandemic. And yes, I'm going to be seeing them next week before my flight back to the US.
Egerton University, this one in Kenya.
Yes, but it's like an orphan school. It was primary. I built from the money I raised within my community in California. I built enough to sponsor a well and then also expand the school.
Yeah.
So yes.
That's interesting. All right. So did your parents meet? I heard your story, but I want my listeners as
You
well.
want your own story? Yes.
I've stalked you enough. I've done research. It's not stalking. It's called doing your research.
It's research, yes.
Yes. Okay. So tell us a little bit about how your parents met, how you guys met, found yourselves. Yeah, in the US.
Yeah. So my parents actually met in California. They were at a party. Next thing you know, I am born over there. A lot of people think that they came from from Kenya all the way to the States. But yeah, they met there. I was born in '96. My mom's a nurse. My dad's an engineer. He just retired. So yeah, that's the tea. That's the tea. And I'm the firstborn out of 3. My brother is 23 years old, and my sister is 20. So I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
So yes.
So have you been raised in Kenya for only 2 years?
Only
when
2
you were
years.
Studying at Mount Kenya
Yes.
Primary. Is it academy? Yeah.
Academy. Yes. I was only there for 2 years. It was primary school for me. So right when I was about to enter middle school, I went back to the States. The only reason I went back is because I got sick. Yes, I got really sick, but it was great to be introduced to my culture, get closer to my grandparents. That's where I learned Swahili. I don't speak it anymore because when you go to America, you don't use it, you lose it. So that's what happened with me. I understand Kikuyu fluently. I'm one boy, like I said. So yes, it was a very great cultural experience for me. Even though during that time I was I was really annoyed with my parents, but looking back now, I'm very grateful, and having people here, friends that I still connect with since primary school, it's been a blessing. I'm actually very blessed and privileged.
Yeah.
All
All right. So how did you was Miss Hacienda the first pageant that you ever applied for or at least joined?
No, my first pageant was actually Miss Bakersfield. That's the town that I grew up in. And I won most popularity and also like most genuine and most photogenic award. And I think I was like 16 years old. And after that, I applied for Miss California USA, and I was representing Miss Hacienda Heights. So during nursing school, I was in Hacienda Heights. And I was like, I need to get back into pageantry. I love beauty. I love gowns. I love supporting my community. It was after Face of Kenya USA. So I didn't win, unfortunately, but it's okay.
At least you tried.
I tried, and I gave back to the community, and that's all that matters to me, with mental health especially.
Yeah. All right. So and then now you came and joined the Love Island.
Love Island.
Let's talk about it a little bit because that one put you really on the map.
Yes. Love Island is the one that really got me the exposure. And it was great. You know, I applied myself. I was in a little, because Love Island, you're finding love on an island.
Yeah.
It says it within the name.
Yeah.
And I was like in a situationship. It wasn't official. I was like, I gave him an ultimatum. Either you want to make me your girlfriend or I apply for this show. Because they asked me to be on season 1, season 2, and I was on season 3.
Yeah.
So I finally responded to their message. And next thing you know, it's like interviews back to back. And then I was an original for Love Island USA season 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is it scripted? A lot of people are wondering. It's a reality show, meaning
Yes.
it's something reality. But at some point, is it scripted?
Yeah, so when it comes to reality TV, everyone, I feel like we're all playing by each other's names, but the producers create the storyline. So I knew going there, I am like a boss bee, I'm educated, beauty and brains, and like I get any man I want on the outside, but inside it was complete opposite for me. So it was not scripted, but they cut and edit so many things to make a storyline.
Yeah.
So the final answer is no, it's not scripted.
So you guys take yourselves there?
What do you mean?
As in, after you're chosen, yeah? After you're chosen, you're given like the place to stay.
Yes, so it's actually during like the peak of COVID, right?
Yes.
So we quarantined for a whole month in Hawaii. They fly us out there, they give us the food. We don't even know the contestants before we get into the villa, and it's very live. So we started filming, I think, like on the 15th of July, and then everything was aired on the 17th. So everything's very live based, yes, because they need time, like the 48 hours to edit and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you were presented with the contract, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
is there something that you felt like, I have to compromise myself or some things to be there?
Yes, so I definitely held back a lot, actually a lot, because you know, I always see on reality TV they like to, especially in America, pin two black women, you know, against each other, and we're like the token woman already, the token black woman.
Yeah.
So that was a huge thing with like the triangle, but I knew what was happening when it was happening. But after my entire show, because you know I was the last couple that got eliminated before the finals, I spoke to production and stuff, and like, you did an amazing job, blah, blah, blah. You know, you want to make people click to the next episode.
Yeah.
That's the views, that's the exposure. There's always going to be hate, there's always going to be love, but I try to like, you know, say there's more love than hate, which it is. Yeah.
How did that feel? I read somewhere that you already had your gown for the finals.
Yes, I did. And it was so cute. Cheetah print, sparkly. It fit my nice figured body. But you know what? I left there just having a lot of self-love. You know, I didn't even leave in a relationship, which is fine with me, because the person I was with, we were very compatible, but he had 2 kids already. And then for me, it's like, I'm not trying to be a mother figure right now. Not today.
Yeah.
But I still keep in contact with a lot of them. And I think it was just more of a growth journey versus like finding a man in the villa.
You're emotional. Where were you emotionally at that time? Psychologically, emotionally?
Yes, I was drowning. Okay, I'm just kidding.
All right. Actually, there's a swimming pool. So
I know. I'm like, let me just dive in. There's a swimming pool in front of us, guys.
Yes,
Yeah. So for me, I think it's because I knew what was happening in production, and I knew what was happening with like my fellow Islanders, because a lot of people can vote while we're filming live. Do you know what I mean? So when someone's most favorited, when they were already in your corner and they switch up in like 2 seconds, I'm like, everyone is playing the game. But I went there with the intention to find somebody. And
literally, like legit.
And I thought I did. I'm not gonna lie. I thought like I thought I did find someone, but things take a turn once the outside is voting for people on the inside. Yes. But afterwards, I mean, it was okay. I dealt with it psychologically. I was having a lot of meltdowns. I don't know if you've seen Love Island, but I was crying. I'm like, I know what the freak you guys are doing. I know what is happening. But, you know, it sucks because you're not in contact with your family for like 3 months. I even try to make excuses like, oh, I need to respond to my job, and, you know, can I email them? And I wanted to email or call my mom. They're like, we'll do it for you. And I'm like, damn.
Oh, you're deprived of your phones and everything.
Completely. We have no connection with the outside. We have no idea what's going on with the outside world. The time I said goodbye to my mom was when we were quarantined for a month before going on the show. So imagine being in a hotel by yourself with a chaperone that's watching your every move for 3.5 weeks, no cell phone. Getting into the villa, no cell phone. We didn't even know, they never had clocks in the villa. We never knew the time. The only time we knew the time was when the women had to take their birth control at like 3 p.m. or 1 p.m. Yes, that's the only time we knew when there was time. So then they told us after the show, because we thought like, oh, we only slept for like 5-6 hours. Sometimes we sleep 2-3 hours. It's a job.
Was it in the contract the fact that you're deprived of a phone.
Yes.
Did you know those conditions were
Yes.
like existing before you went there?
Right, especially like you know how you're saying research. I did my research too with like prior islanders from like the UK, Australia, and the US. Yeah, you're deprived from your phone, and I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna feel, but you know, I've been away from my phone before, so that's okay.
What was the reason? What was their reason for them?
Because it can definitely mess up with the game or like Love Island, you know. So it's like, oh, you can see who's the most favorited or the most like, you know, someone that's not really liked or anything along those lines, and that can also jeopardize like your play in Love Island and also a couple situation.
Yeah. Interesting. And where does the psychologist come in? Did you have to seek therapy, you know, because of the meltdowns, the feeling of rejection when you're in love with somebody and they do not, you know, show it back?
Yes. So we had a lot of mental health, you know, psychologists on deck. But you know me, maybe it's my ego, but working in the mental health field for such a long time, like I know what they're gonna say, I know what they're gonna advise me. I already know the rundown, you know. But we were mandated to actually see them probably like 2-3 times a week, or if something crazy happens, they'll call you into the office to speak to them. Yeah.
So guys, so the audience should really go easy on you guys because we think it's just acting. So
no one's acting.
You find
there.
The comments and everything.
Yeah. After getting out of the island, like I was very sensitive because I was like, I want everyone to love me, you know. But at the end of the day, it's like if you are not within my inner circle or like my loved ones or like my close friends prior to the show, I really don't care what opinion you have to say about me. But that took a lot of me to finally have that mentality. Yes.
What really changed now after Love Island? How's your normal life?
Yeah, so normally I'm not working as much as I know normal, but I am not that much as a nurse anymore. Like I still have my license, but I don't work anymore. Probably like once or twice a month, I guess you can say. So I do a lot of like influencing. So that's where like the money is coming in, and alongside with like friends, we still keep in touch with each other. What else? There's a lot of opportunities that come. Like I'm always at events, everything like that. What else are you trying to ask me within this question? I'm like, oh my god, I'm going in different ways.
It's okay, babe. It's okay. It's just a conversation, so you just be free.
Yeah.
So whatever is in your mind, for sure. We're here for you.
Yes.
We're here for you.
Yes. But yeah, I was a very like mental low state of mind leaving the villa. But afterwards, like, you know, you start to find the confidence within yourself again. And like, it's a stepping stool for me to proceed and move on with life. Like, even I was the first Islander that got on a new show in December. So 3 months after filming, I went to Spain for a month and a half for MTV All Star Shore, which actually films in Kenya every Monday at 10 p.m.
Which station?
All Star Shore MTV.
MTV.
Yes.
All right.
So I did that, loved it because I was filming with people that were doing reality TV for 10 years plus. Like this is their job. And they were like my mentors to me. They're very sweet. They're like, look, I may act this way on camera. I'm just letting you know we're cool at the end of the day. Sometimes I'll take it personal in the beginning, but we even went to Tulum in Mexico to celebrate. Like that's more of a bond that I had that I did with like Love Island people. Yeah.
Now that after I posted that you were coming, I don't know whether you saw the post on Instagram stories or my stories. People were asking, how much did you make? Okay, don't give us the exact figure if you're not comfortable enough. Okay. But at least approximately, at least a figure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Love Island, I was there for 3 months. They give us like $1,000 to $1,500 a week. US dollars.
Dollars.
So 1,000 or 1,500.
Oh, it's per week. It's not per episode. That's aired.
No, per week. And then my show for MTV, it was per episode, and probably around $60,000-$70,000. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. MTV pays moolah.
I'm seated with a billionaire over here.
I know. I wish I was okay. Money comes and goes. Let me tell you that, because we got bills to pay. I live with myself. Like I support like family, friends sometimes. Like. It's a lot, but yeah, hopefully I might have a new show coming in September, but I can't say too much about it.
Exclusively
here. Yes. Yes.
So we should expect something, yeah?
Yes.
Will it be airing on Netflix, Showmax, or our national TVs?
Let's just say it's similar to the show that we mainly yes. But yeah, they're having like little games and all that stuff, but I plead the fifth. Right. Not sure if I'm going, not sure if I'm staying. Yeah. So.
And reflecting back, looking back during that period when you were on Love Island, when you rewatch yourself, do you have any regrets? Like, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have gone there, I shouldn't have showed my weakness to the world, I shouldn't have, Yeah.
No, honestly, I have no regrets being on the island because, like, you know, there's a story that plays out, but I know how everyone knows how everything went and played out.
Yeah.
So we all watch it back. We're like, this is not what happened. This wasn't the case, you know? So I don't have any regrets.
Yeah.
No, not on Love Island.
Yeah.
I mean, you're on Love Island, so you need to find love.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like compromise myself or my confidence or who I am as a person in order to satisfy someone that is unsure who they want to be with. So, respectfully.
And would you ever go for another dating game show? Yeah. Do you think you would? Now that you've already learned and experienced it firsthand.
Yes. I will plead the fifth.
50-50.
Yeah, I already kind of sort of answered that question earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yes, if you know, you know.
If you know, you
That's
know.
it. Yep.
Yeah. So, what do you miss most, and what do you miss most about the shooting of Love Island?
You know, I think I loved mostly about Love Island is the fact that we are all so new to TV, not sure what's happening, but like majority of us had second shows, you know, so people change characteristics, personality, or you actually end up seeing their true colors. But I love that I am still really close to like a handful of people that they're one phone call away. Yes, and then through that exposure, I love like Black woman empowerment or just woman empowerment in general. So like seeing other Black women from different like reality shows that I meet in LA all the time, it just gives me the confidence and like I guess the validation from them that like you did no wrong, you did what you needed to do, you know? So that made me better as a person because when it was just Love Island after the show, we're all together, there's favoritism and all that stuff, you feel left out. I'm just like, damn, like I'm like the bad guy in a sense. But after that, when I explored my boundaries and like spread my wings, I'm like, oh shit, I am that bitch, you know? So yeah.
What about your parents and family?
Okay.
What was your take? What was their take? Especially now that you've told us you studied nursing, yeah? Which school?
Yeah, Cerritos College.
Sorry?
Cerritos College is in Orange County.
Okay.
Yes.
So now that you've told us that you studied nursing,
Yes.
and then you're doing modeling on the side of pageantry, yeah? What was your parents' take? Did they support you from the start? Was it hard to convince them from the beginning?
No, my parents have always been supportive about my passions and my interests. Always. They didn't even realize how big Love Island is. I was like, oh, Mom, by the way, I'm leaving like in 2 weeks to Hawaii for Love Island. She's like, okay. And I'm like, but it's live. And I'm like, she's like, okay. And I'm like, all right. But she didn't realize like the impact, especially from Kenya. Like, I love you guys so dearly.
We love you
So much support.
Yeah.
It was just mind blowing coming out and seeing everyone that was like, you know, not
Rooting
just
for
siding
you.
with me, but rooting for me.
Yes.
And my parents, they started watching every day. My mom works as a night shift nurse as well. And she would cancel work. And then like my dad will go in one room, my mom. So we all have like each other's rooms.
Yeah.
And then they come back after an episode and debrief. Because they didn't even know, they couldn't get a hold of me. And my mom even tried getting a hold of me too.
Oh,
yeah. And I was the first person when we had like family visitation to be called.
Yeah.
She's like, oh boy, watch it longer. I literally bawled my eyes. I'm like, oh, my mother's voice. Like, I can even cry right now because I needed some sense of like, you know, home. And that was like really grateful. But they've been supportive. They're still supportive now. They're always going to be supportive. They always just tell me to have a plan B, which is education. Follow your passion, but like I can get in a car accident one day.
Have the papers as well.
Have the papers as well, like anything. Just make sure that I have my education at the end of the day. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Hi, Mommy and George.
Hi, Mommy and Daddy.
Do you have siblings? How many siblings do you have?
Yes.
Now that you're a firstborn?
Yes, I'm firstborn. I'm 27 years old. My brother's 23. He just turned 23 in July. And my sister is 20. Yep, and we're all out in LA, and then my parents are in Bakersfield, our hometown. Yeah,
so
so
you
like
guys
2 hours.
relocated.
Yeah, my sister lives by herself, my brother lives by himself, I live by myself now. Yeah.
You don't have the urge of, you know, when the bills become too much, you're like, oh my god, I just want to go home.
No,
Jesus.
that's just like my motivation to keep working harder, honestly. Yeah. It's been that way for a while. I lived with my ex for like 7 years before Love Island.
With your ex?
Yes.
Now the situationship that you are in.
This was like my actual high school sweetheart, and then the situationship was like a year and a half. That was right before Love Island.
The one that you went with for the prom.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Shout out to Khalil. But yeah, we're such good friends till now. Yes. Yeah.
That doesn't affect your other relationships, you being friends with your ex?
Just him. Everyone else now. They block me, and I'm like, oh, I must have an effect on you if you're blocking me. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So I've only been in 2 serious like relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that, I'm just like dating around. I'm very single. I don't know if I'm ready to mingle, but it will get there.
Yeah.
I just don't take men that seriously anymore because it's like I'm my own boss, independent woman,
Yeah.
and like I don't lower myself to like
Yeah.
have a man feel like comfortable
Yeah.
being with me.
And speaking of situationships, that time, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
does he still try and come back? The one that you told, hey, it's like this, or I applied for the.
Oh no, he blocked me. Yeah, on Instagram.
But I'm sure he watches you from the side with
Oh
some
yes,
pseudo accounts.
100%. I know he does because he has a new girl and stuff. But it's like how they tell you don't worry about this female,
Yeah.
and it's the same woman that they're with. That's the situation I was in.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this, yes, I'm talking about you. Oh yeah. But yeah. I think he was the one that taught me like toxicity and stuff. My high school sweetheart, we just grew apart naturally, and he's like such a great guy.
No bad blood.
No bad blood. Love him and his family to death.
How many kids do you want?
Oh Jesus!
Inshallah.
I'm like over here touching my tummy. I'm like,
You're
oh,
like a pregnant woman.
I know. I'm like, well, I think I want like 3 to 4 kids eventually.
Uh-huh.
But time is ticking because my mom had me at 26. I'm 27, almost 28. So I'm like, if I don't have kids by 30, I'm freezing my eggs. 100%.
Are you for real?
Yes.
Months. Will you get married to a Kenyan baby? Let me just ask that. For
Yes.
the men,
Maybe
for the men.
I would get married to Kenya, but see, I'm choking.
Because you're lying.
I know. I'm just like,
Anyway.
maybe if they respect me and treat me like a queen, yes. But I've witnessed different Kenyan men that are just not serious about women, or once they get a taste of you, they're done. That's why I give no taste until like I know what's up.
Until you're sure.
Until I'm 100% sure. Yeah.
So what's your ideal type of man?
I love a man that's very respectful, family oriented, someone that's educated, someone that can treat me like a queen, and also like be my mentor and my teammate at the end of the day. I want a partner to like build my own empire with. Yeah, because I can't take care of no man. I'm tired of that ish. Yeah.
Yeah, and you've had so many wins. You've won so many awards. What would you consider as your biggest win
I think my
or
biggest
achievement? Yeah.
My biggest achievement was Face of Kenya USA 2017 when I won my reign, because I mean within my community I think I raised around like $20,000, and in Egerton
That is around 2 million.
pretty much I think so.
Plus, of course.
Yeah. So we built.
I've counted with 100.
I really can't. I don't even know like the.
Oh really?
I'm still trying because someone will be like, oh 1,000. I'm like, so that's 10,000 shillings. I don't know.
You multiply by 100 to make it easier.
Okay.
But
But the currency keeps changing back and forth.
It's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for me, I think my biggest achievement was Face of Canada USA, because during that time, within my community, only in California, we raised that much money. We expanded a school. I went there. They had a whole event for me. Like I was in tears because, I mean, they're orphaned children due to HIV/AIDS. They never chose that life. And for me, knowing that they're still getting educated and like there's hope at the end of the tunnel and light at the end of the tunnel, that's what made me really passionate.
And I can see how much you feel it.
I know. I can cry. Yeah.
Oh my God. You're really passionate about it.
I am.
Yeah.
That's my biggest achievement.
Yeah. So besides having that, what other contributions have you brought to the country or
Just
to the
in general?
community? In general.
Here in Kenya or just anywhere?
Yeah, besides the Egerton one, is there another one maybe?
Okay, well, yeah, when I was doing nursing school, I was president of my nursing program. I'm a psychiatric nurse, and I raised only probably like $4,000 for mental health. It was like a place for the adolescents. So they weren't orphaned or anything, but just troubled children that grew up with a very, hard upbringing. And I think that's also something else that I accomplished. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And being a psychiatrist, do you need to see a psychiatrist? By that
So,
I mean, yeah?
Yeah, no, a lot of people say they're like, are you I'm not a psychiatrist. I can't prescribe medication, but I'm a psychiatric nurse. So I administer medication. I take their vital signs. I do all of that in the mental health field. I even did it before I got into nursing. I think I've been in the field for about 10 years. Yeah, so for me, it's just making sure that they're not a danger to themselves or a danger to others. And yeah, when I was doing my nursing program, like the fact that I was even president was really like a huge accomplishment for me. And it was an accelerated program. So books, barely any sleep. And it was a lot, especially managing people while I'm still going to class and then still going to work. It was a lot, but I am here now, and I'm proud of my achievements, and hopefully there's more in the future.
Amen, inshallah to that.
Period.
You're a queen by the way.
Thank you.
Okay, so actually mine was actually a general question. Does a psychiatrist need a psychiatrist? by that I mean, yeah, if I come with my problems and share my problems with you, do you need to go and see somebody because it becomes too much? You know, at some point it gets, you listen to so many sad stories, and does that
It can
feel
affect you.
Yes.
Okay,
exactly.
so with the psychiatrist is the one that like deals with people that have schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, a lot of mental illnesses. Psychologist is the one that listens to your problems and stuff. So when a psychologist hears what's going on with you, they can say like, oh, you're having signs and symptoms of schizophrenia. Then they'll send you to a psychiatrist. But now the professionals like psychiatric nurses, it goes psychiatric nurses, then it goes the psychologist, and then psychiatrist. Those people also need therapy. Yeah, because it's a lot to handle. I've even had a patient that was a psychiatrist before, and he shaved like his eyebrows and his hair. He was an Indian man, completely went psychotic because of so much that he was holding in from other people's troubles and problems. Yes. So I think it's very healthy for people that are even in this profession to get help as well by a third party. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
All right, so to everybody or somebody, the people who look up to you, what's your advice to them? Somebody who wants to be like you, how is the journey like? Someone who wants to do mainly the modeling because it's considered not really serious. So
yeah, I think at the end of the day, well, stay true to yourself. Don't try to be anybody else. Be authentic. Stay consistent, and always remember your values and beliefs while achieving what you want to do with your success. And I guess the sky's the limit. Yeah, honestly, it's limitless. That's what I feel like. So whatever you want and love, just continue to seek it at the end of the day.
No, please don't leave Kenya. Please don't leave Kenya. Which activities have you really enjoyed doing, and which foods have you loved?
Oh my God, I love everything. Okay, I love animals. I love safaris. I went to Giraffe Center. I went to Masai Mara. I went so many places. I went to Mombasa. Love the beach over there. The white sand. Rode some camels, even though I almost ended my life there. I'm just kidding. The camels were fighting themselves, and I was like, oh shoot, this is my time. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Dark humor, guys. Dark humor. Yeah, and just spending time up country because it keeps me grounded. Just being around like my family, especially like my dad's side. Like dementia runs in our family, so for my shosho to just like, she still feels me, and she speaks English, which she rarely does. So when she sees me, it just makes my heart melt. And then on my mom's side as well, in Nyeri and Kirinyaga, like it's just so good to see her farm, like seeing my shosho muka. It's a blessing knowing that my parents have really came from afar and made us privileged enough to, be successful ourselves. So I just want to give back at the end of the day.
And so, talking of giving back, there's this thing about black tax. Have you started experiencing it? By black tax, I mean
I'm thinking of like a black tuxedo. What's that?
By black tax, I mean in the African community, a child belongs to everybody. So, and at some point when they see you succeeding, they start feeling bad that you're not sending them money, that you're not helping them, like they feel entitled to your money because they think just because they're your aunties and uncles and grandparents, it's lazima. Yeah. Have you started experiencing that maybe?
No, I haven't. Honestly, the people that I help or my parents help, it's for a good reasoning. Yes. Yeah, that's all I have to say on that.
And what's your net worth?
Huh?
As a close up, what's your net worth?
Oh, my network, guys. My Instagram is at Trina Baby.
Net worth.
My net worth.
Net worth.
Oh, I don't know.
I thought you were playing smart with me.
Negative $30. Just kidding. But yes, I don't have a network. I'm really not like that big of a celebrity.
Yeah, you are.
No, I am not. Only in Kenya I feel that way. But there's so many other people that are like in the same level as me in Los Angeles. So.
Yeah. But you're a big deal.
Thank you, sweetheart. I don't feel like it, but I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit, like I said.
Yeah. So besides, of course, the acting, what more do you expect from you this year, next year?
So like the management I was telling you about, that's one thing I want to do because I work with like a lot of brands like Fashion Nova, a lot of from the UK and stuff, even hair brands. I just want to bring it this way, create my own management where I can, help the influencers, because a lot of influencers here build themselves from the ground up and they're so consistent, and I don't see that in California. And I think with me collaborating with them, eventually I can get a percentage and then connect them to the brands that are in the States and the UK, because I've worked with both. I've been around the world, so that's my future goal.
Yeah.
I guess a year,
Yeah.
year and two from now.
Mhm.
Just being consistent with what I do, I
Yeah.
guess you could say.
Yeah.
I did want to go for my bachelor's or master's,
Mhm.
but we'll see where that tide takes me.
Yeah. Have you partnered or collaborated with any Kenyan brands?
Kenyan brands, yeah. Econ Live, Chris Jockey, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, nice.
Other ones as well. The guy behind the camera, my best friend's cousin. He has a YouTube channel as well.
we can plug in the
Kimani.
video.
Yes, we can at him.
Uh-huh.
I have more coming up in the future. There's this guy that I just met that has like a nice streetwear brand,
Yeah.
and he does like designer wear. So if you know people, guys, hook it up. I want to network out here in Kenya so I can be here often and just expand my work environment.
Would you ever come and invest back at home, like living, like building your retirement home?
I have land here, I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh.
But that will come in the near future. I don't know what I want to do with it yet, but it's in good places. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Alright, so give me your top 3 favorite Kenyan artists. I'm not gonna ask.
Ah,
for
yeah.
you.
No, that's
Someone
a
you can
lot.
relate.
I don't know.
Top 3. No.
OG? OG? Is that
More
Gima?
Kenya. I just that's Gima.
I don't.
You don't listen to Kenyan music.
I'm a more reggae kind of person.
Yeah, reggae you like. All right.
You're making me crazy. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I don't really know Kenyan artists like that.
Actors, maybe.
I know influencers. That's it.
Okay,
No,
okay,
I'm not. I can't do that. I don't play favoritism. I just like who I like.
All right.
Okay.
I wanna know them.
I don't know.
Okay, who is your celebrity crush then?
My celebrity crush
Yeah.
all around the world.
I wanted to say Kenya, but let me see.
Kenya?
No, okay.
Oh.
All around the world. All right. So.
Well, he's not young anymore, but I was gonna say Leonardo DiCaprio, Titanic. That's my white chocolate.
He's one of your words.
I know. I
Yeah.
like. I don't know. I don't really have celebrity crushes. Like I meet celebrities all the time that I just like. I've been to Chris Brown events. I've been to so many people's events. Like
Yeah.
I see them around. I'm like, okay. I don't know. I don't have crushes.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna be single in the next 10 years with 10 cats.
Oh wow.
And
Cat
a
mom.
big screen TV with my Netflix with no man.
Can you cook?
Of course I can cook. I'm
What
a
can you
chef.
cook best?
I can cook everything. Like you can ask my best friend. Like I can cook pasta, salads. I can cook a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yes. I know how to make chapati, samosas. My mom taught me that. I know
wow.
some stew. I can make a lot of things.
We should actually cook after this.
Should we cook after this? Okay.
Free food.
Free food, baby. Yes.
All right. So plug yourself. Give us a parting shot, maybe.
A party shot?
Parting shot, like. Let's close it up. We have
Okay.
conclusion, like conclusion.
Okay,
In
conclusion.
conclusion.
Okay. Are you starting it?
Yeah.
Wait.
Talk up by the way.
I know.
Talk up.
You're so distracting, bro.
Uh-huh.
Okay. No, you start and I'll finish.
All right, so guys, that has been our time with the pretty, the queen herself. Yes, the beautiful, the sweet Trina, baby. And thank you so much for staying tuned. This has been Glow Up with McKenna. Remember, this is where we bring you the cream, de la creams, and this is where we make your dreams.
Oh, I love that. Make your dreams. Okay, McKenna. Thank you guys for tuning in to McKenna's channel. Thank you for having me as well. You asked the perfect questions as well, and it was a good time. We had a great time.
All right.
Yes.
I
Bye, guys.
talk to a network.
-30. I'm just kidding.
All right, guys. Until next time, remember the conversation does not end here. Grace is the place to get us. And could you plug with it? I don't have to plug.
See you guys.
Plug.
Why my
Okay.
Umekata
And then we
mabagi.
have this guy over here.
Rix_vlogs.
Na
Peace
kuna
out.
videographer pale ananisaidia.
Peace out.
Bye. Peace out, guys.